camera a little bit more. Really excited about the 28th. The 28th is our going to be our first mobile live mass. I don't know. I'm gonna be at a pub. They're doing a Russian River takeover, so I'm kind of excited about that. But it's gonna be one hell of a day. I have a feeling I'm going to be hurting by the end of the day. So,
Or at least the next morning.
yeah, or the next morning. Thank God Anne is going away. Anyway, beyond that, I gotta still come home and take care of the dog. So anyway, I gotta remember the dog. So, all right. So you want to guys just jump into it? Who wants to go first for a beer review? I mean,
I can go first.
you want to go first, Steve?
I've got the I think I've got the biggest question mark out there tonight.
Oh,
So
damn it! Wrong window. There it is. All right, good. I got
might
you.
as well just jump right in. Yeah,
Knob move.
yeah. So as Ted was mentioning, I the bottle looks really nice. Um, I tried to pick two beers already this evening that we had already reviewed with only 12 streams. So I dug deep into the back of the refrigerator, and I found this lovely little gem called from Paradox Brew Company. It is Cafe Verdad. It is an American beer, despite the name. It does sound a little on the Spanish side of things, but it has got more descriptors on the bottle about what it is than I care to even think about. It's dark ale brewed with coffee, aged in oak barrels. Then over here it says Mexican coffee and cinnamon ale. It's got so many names on it. I can't even tell you what to expect. So all I know is this is probably the only bottle that I've ever seen in my refrigerator. So it is about to be cracked open, and I have a glass of water here just in case I need to cleanse.
But it's from 2015, right?
It's a 2015, by the way. Yeah. So yeah, I've got all kinds of things working against me or for me, depending upon what you think. So oak aged barrel, 2015, Paradox Beer Company, Cafe Verdad. That's what we're going for.
It's a paradox.
Dark ale. So I'm expecting a. I'll tell you what, though, this does smell really, really good. So it's not my traditional giant bottle of beer for a Wednesday evening. So I'm pared down to what looks to be an 8% bottle. It's still a pint and 0.9 ounces. So it's still going to take me a little while to get through this. But here comes the pour. It looks pretty nice. Got a little bit of bubbles to it. Definitely a dark ale. Nice and good, like a golden brown. And so I'll put this back up here so you can see it. Yeah, I'm wow, now it's like really, really dark. It was
Great use of the
pouring
foreground, by the way.
Hmm?
It's a great use of the foreground with your bottle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So freaking yeah, it's kind of nice and dark. Oh man, it's actually got some real sweet notes to it, at least in the nose. So we'll see what happens here. Oh yeah, there's cinnamon. There's a lot of cinnamon there. Wow, this actually is pretty light and easygoing. I'm pretty impressed with this. I wish I had more bottles than this. So now, yeah, there goes my only bottle of 2015 Paradox Cafe Verdad. But nice. Yeah, a lot of good cinnamon coffee. It's pretty prevalent. There's nothing much more to it than that. So I would say like a brown ale with some good spices to it. I like. This could have been a real interesting evening for this bottle. So I'm kind of impressed. Mm.
It looks like this was only brewed once, though, Steve.
Yeah, I don't see a 2016 anywhere.
It's a limited. This is a one-time
One-time
thing
deal.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't even seem to have a lot of 2016 anything going on,
I wonder if
at least
they're
on their
still-
website. But yeah, some of the best coffee beans in the world are grown in the shade of the Sierra Madre de Chiapas mountain range. To pay tribute to the vibrant complexity of the region, we've combined their Arabica Altura coffee and Ceylon True cinnamon with our wine barrel aged tart brown ale. Yeah, that is perfectly summing it up. Coffee, cinnamon, and a good tart brown ale. Resulting brew is a smooth, slow sipper, reminiscent of classic Mexican Cafe de la. Yeah, nice, very nice. I think this is actually a winner. I would go. I would definitely go out and seek this out if there's. Yeah, if you got a bottle shop nearby that might have some of this, I would go grab some of these because this is a delicious. Well, coffee, cinnamon. I would call it a dessert beer kind of thing, but you could have this paired with a good set of tacos. This would be really really nice.
Ooh, it's like a mole. With
Yeah, yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah. All right, the evening is saved. I'm much happier now.
So the question is where did this beer come from? What do you think this might have been a leftover from like one of the shore years, like from
It was
last year?
probably yeah, it was probably a beach trip that it came back from. I probably had more of them. I just don't remember those. So this one finally made it way back from the Jersey Shore, the New Jersey Shore. Yeah, this is delicious.
Where's the paradox? I don't know, but I think maybe.
Don't know.
Yeah, you're right though, Steve. I looked at their website and it doesn't look like there is much to it. It's like graphics heavy, but
Yeah, lots of words, lots of graphics, but
yeah, I don't.
delicious flavor though. Oh my
The
gosh.
Yeah, Paradox is the beer the brewing company, by the way. Papa
Paradox
Chubbs.
Brew Company.
It's
Yep.
just but the beer is the Cafe Verdad,
I think we're
and
done.
yeah, I've never heard it. They're out of Colorado, it looks like, but I don't know.
Yep.
That's true. Have you heard of these guys before, or I've never heard of them? No. Okay.
Thanks, Papa Chubbs. I'm a professional streamer. Can't see half of my face. Got my hat down low.
We all have hats too, by the way. So we were
Oh, yeah.
talking
Well,
about
I had
that
to go
earlier.
get a hat because
Yeah.
I didn't have enough.
Well, I do it because I don't want to shine to blind people. So it is what it is. Is it in New Jersey? No, it's not. It's out of Colorado, and
They're
it doesn't
definitely
even tell
Colorado
you where in
company.
Colorado they are on their site, which is odd. Um, well, all right. I mean, it sounds like it's a damn good beer. I'm a little bit jealous
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you know what? I'm psyched about this, and I'm sad that I don't have a second bottle that I can save for later. But I will enjoy this one right now, and I would say if you can grab one somewhere, grab it because that's a decent beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep my eye out for that one, especially like we're looking to do the beer trade, eventually, and Stricknun, who's normally on here is with us as well. Well, he in chat with us. He's gonna actually help me test out the app, and I'll give you guys some more details on that in a little bit. But Drew, do you want to go next, or do you want me to go?
Sure, I can go. I can go next.
Pop you in there. Boom.
Alrighty. I'm going to be trying out from Left Hand Brewery out in Colorado as well. Beer is called Smoked Jumper. It's a beer sort of that's paying tribute to the Smoke Jumpers, which are a group of firefighters in Colorado that would skydive into wildfires.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So they're sort of like the first people on scene to assess the situation, which is kind of ridiculous. But sort of with that in mind, they made a very smoky beer from what it looks like, according to their recipe. The recipe, malt-wise, is a Rauch malt, which is a smoked malt to add smoke flavor. They smoke their own base malt, which is the sort of their main sugar base. They also have smoked Munich as well, and then chocolate malt, Special W, which is a very roasted wheat malt and roasted barley. Their hops they use is CTZ, which I've never heard, and Mount Hood, which are both very sort of earthy hops. They're not really known for that sort of citrus hop you usually get for IPAs. So it's pretty interesting. This beer sits around 8.8% and says can be sold up to 5 years. That sort of raises a red flag for me, knowing this is a smoked beer and you can age for that long. And this beer has only been made last October, so it's fairly fresh.
Okay.
So it'll be extremely hot, smoke forward, like all up in your face. So that's why I'm sort of looking at it. It's a smoked imperial porter, by the way, so it should be pretty dark. A little light, sort of a bit of a brown porter instead of like a Baltic or your sort of basic porter. Yep, that's a campfire. Little sweetness to it actually. Um, very malty. I get no hops at all. I get a lot of sort of a molasses, that sort of molasses bitterness to it, that sort of black strappy kind of thing to it. And sort of that's basically about it. It's very that sweet, burnt, sort of ash note to it. Oh yeah, that's that tastes like some like that sort of right at the end cap of your register, like the register at a supermarket. You see where all the beef jerky is. You grab that last little hickory thing. That smells like an open bag of like beef jerky.
Oh man,
Yeah,
an open bag of beef
like
jerky.
as soon as you like open it, you get that big whiff of like
But,
jerky.
but is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Um, it's I don't know. It's not. I don't know. It's not like a shitty Slim Jim.
Okay, all
You got to
right.
compare to a typical jerky. Um, not a whole lot of hop character. Sort of ends with sort of a hop bitterness, sort of to go with that the smoke flavor. I get nothing up front, no for like sort of floral notes at all, which I wouldn't want at all. Pretty balanced. It starts off real smoky in the front, like the aroma. Then I get that sweetness in the middle, and then it sort of comes back with the bitterness. You can feel the booze when you drink it. It's very warm on the back, sort of for 8%. You can sometimes see it, sometimes sort of you can hide it behind something, but you can definitely shines through sort of right when you sort of finish it. Yeah, sort of that smoke ashiness sort of goes in right to that sort of again that black strap molasses kind of bitterness to it, which also blends right into that hop finish. Pretty balanced. So all sort of nothing really outshines each other, which is nice. I thought that smoke flavor would destroy everything. Um, I think this would be a whole lot better aged a few years because you'll lose some of that sort of sharp notes to it.
Does it say it can be aged?
So it's be cellared up to 5 years.
Okay.
That's what I sort of that was my little red flag thinking why it's gonna be so smoky. Because if they say that, like it must be so strong now, it would mellow out in 5 years.
Huh.
But I'm more interested. I do like this beer. I would drink it, but I think I would drink it after selling it for at least one or two, just to see the difference.
Right.
Because it is very sharp at the end, the hot sort of hot bitterness, but it's not sort of not a killer to it. It sort of adds to sort of what it's going for. But I probably will go buy one tomorrow actually, just to sell it because I know there's two more left at the beer store.
I'm gonna have to look for it because I like smoky beers. I didn't always like smoky beers. The first time I ever had a smoky beer was at a local brewery in New Jersey. It's in Princeton. Well, the first one's in Princeton, but they have several others now. Well, they had one other, but anyway, they had one other main one in New Hope, Pennsylvania. But it was a Triumph Brewing Company, and I remember drinking that beer and literally thinking to myself, I feel like I'm drinking, and it may sound like a good thing. I literally feel like I'm drinking bacon, and I didn't like that idea, and it's just so much smoke, so much. It was just too much for me. But one of my favorite beers in the world, if I can make a list of those, is the Alaskan Smoked Porter.
Yes, absolutely.
I have two in my basement that I've been aging. Bacon, I don't know, but drinking bacon,
No. I've
No.
had
Maybe. Maybe not.
maple bacon beer.
Oh, right.
Oh God, it was fake maple, so it had that very astringent, sharp sweetness.
Oh,
This is
wow.
that real maple. You get that sort of twiggy, woody flavor, and it's
Yeah.
very mild. Yeah, it was also like a brown ale to almost an amber. It was
Okay.
pretty. I think it'd been better if it was darker. Get some roasted malt in there just to make that sort of backbone, kind of like this guy kind of has.
Hmm.
Therefore, you can sort of get that molasses flavor mixed in with that maple flavor, make it less sweet.
Okay. No, I get
But
you.
oh
That's
man, it was very bacony.
yeah. I don't want to drink. Although I take that back. Right. I don't want to drink bacon just like bacon. But I had a. I was in Colorado. A lot of stuff in our house happens in Colorado, by the way. So bacon plus jerky equal berkey? Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. Um, where's the bad joke for that? That was a bad joke. All right. Just anyway. I think Drew's doing that.
Thanks.
There we go. Bad joke. Thank God.
You're welcome.
Hopefully the sound effects are working because Ankpa was all sorts of fucked up this morning. So in the Stanley Hotel in Colorado, in Estes Park, they had a bacon. It was a bacon Bloody Mary. It was made with bacon vodka, had a candied piece of bacon on it, and I don't even like Bloody Marys, but Anne got it, and holy shit, it tastes so good. I want to like snag it and run away and drink the rest of it out of a straw. She was like, no. She was angry when I tried to steal her bacon strip, and anyway, it was good. So that would be the only one exception. I think I would want to have like a bacon flavored something. But yeah, it's the blame Drew maybe.
I'll take it.
Wow, hey, could be. So, but yeah, the smoke beers like they're hit or miss sometimes, But now I'm interested. I kind of want to go pick that up and just like cellar it.
I recommend it absolutely. Even for people who haven't like tried smoked beers in the past, this
Yeah.
is balanced enough that you're like, okay, you get the beer flavor. You sort of satisfy your beer, and then sort of if you want to sort of know what it's like to have that extra note to it.
Yeah.
But it's also very boozy because I'm sort of feeling it on my tongue. My tongue's kind of numb. I kind of feeling when you get that hot boozy flavor.
Right.
Yeah, so get that tingle. Like I'm kind of getting that, which is okay.
Probably after a few years, I think it would that boozy flavor, that boozy would just
Yeah.
kind of evaporate.
The
Not
boozy
evaporate.
heat will sort of
Change.
mellow out.
That was by left hand, right? It was the smoky
The smoke jumper.
smoke jumper.
Yeah.
I'll have to go look that up and check that out. Like I said,
highly
I love
recommend it.
I like some smoke beers. So and if it's anything like the smoke porter from Alaskan Brewing Company, I would definitely think I would want to just cellar that. But I want to drink it like fresh too, just to try it like you are.
Yeah, I recommend getting two.
Two. Yeah. You always get two of the beers you're going to cellar, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
This way you put one away, and then enjoy one right now.
Yep.
Why not? All right, I'm gonna jump in, and I guess we'll review the last beer of the night. I'm doing a flip from rules to beer. There we go. So I'm going for a old faithful here, Stone Ruination 2.0. I was looking for the information on why they changed their recipe, because I know this is the second iteration of this beer. But I couldn't.
Hop shortage.
Was it hop shortage?
I'm guessing.
Yeah, because I couldn't figure out why they changed it. But because I remember enjoying the original, Ruination, but then they changed the recipe, and it's still fantastic. This is a double IPA. Like I said, it's a Ruination 2.0. Yeah, obviously, since it's stone, it has all the gargoyle on it, which is fantastic. It is literally labeled down the bottom here, a liquid poem to the glory of the hop. There you go, a liquid poem to the glory of the hop, which to me is signs of fantasticness. I don't know, but this is obviously something I've had this a few times. Oh.
You've had the 2.0 a few times?
Yeah, I've had this a
Okay.
few times. Cause they changed the recipe. What was like last year? I
Hmm.
think release date was 2015. Not last year. I guess 2015 of April 20th, 2015. Since it's a double IPA, it is it's going to be
Oh, nice
extremely
class, by the
hoppy.
way.
Oh yeah. I'll show that in a second. I don't think I've had a bad beer from Stone. No, you're right. I don't think I've ever had a really bad beer. I haven't tried all of it, all of them, but it's I've had a lot of them, you know. So it's definitely floral because it is very hoppy. You can see the head is kind of lingering around, and I decided since I had tonight I had a Stone, I was going to get the Arrogant Bastard glass, but I couldn't. I don't have a Ruination glass. Maybe I'll acquire one eventually, um, but it's definitely very floral. Um, smells a bit sweet, but normally like double IPAs aren't really like too bitter of a hops. This is definitely a sweeter IPA. I wouldn't consider this like a big time West Coast IPA where the hops just like hit you and just knock you on your ass. Australia makes some terrible beer. Sammy, I was in Australia, and I have to agree with you. I didn't mind the Cooper special. I think it was. It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
Cooper's not too bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the worst.
You do have a very kick-ass Stone Growler.
I love that growler.
Yeah.
That's like my special growler.
Needs a name.
It has a lot of carbonation on it, but you know that's okay. Like I said, it's a little bit sweeter of a flavor. The color is about like what you expect from an IPA. It's very golden, you know, bit like a sunset. It's even like a sunset in my mouth.
Oh man, what a picture!
Yeah.
And that's why I said it.
Just leave
So
it.
no, but it's not light. It's not. How else do I explain it? It's very flavorful. I mean, you have the hops up forward. You know, I can't tell what hops are in it. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It looks like here we go: Magnum, Nugget, Centennial, Simcoe, Citra, and Azaka.
Yep.
I never had that. Is there like a citrus?
Yeah, it's a sort of very resiny citrus. It's kind of like Simcoe.
That's why I taste that here. You know, it's definitely, like I said, this is, if you've never had Ruination, isn't that Blue Moon slogan? Isn't no. They just ruined a beer. I have this guy at work that says, "Oh, the best beer I love 2 beers." I'm like, "All right." Sitting there waiting for his thing. He's like, "Oh, I like myself a good Miller."
All right.
And then the other one was Blue Moon, and I was like, "Kevin, let me show you the way." All right. So he lives in Pennsylvania, and I was like, "Dude, go find," because he likes lighter beers like Miller. And I was like, "All right, here's a recommendation for you. Go find yourself a Croydon Cream Ale from the Chamonix Creek, which is my like summer beer when I'm outside. It is fantastic." And he's like, "Oh," and I showed him a picture of it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I like the label." It's like, "Well, you're not going to drink it for the label. The artwork is awesome. Let's be honest, but you're not going to drink this beer for the label." It is, but anyway, he's going to go look for it. So sorry, little squirrel moment there, but if you've not had this, which I'm not sure how, if you never had the new version of Ruination, again, it's only been out for about a year and a bit. It is very good. Would I consider it a liquid poem to a glory of the hop? I don't know. That's going a little bit far. But apparently, Ruination IPA first hit the stores in 2002. But they changed the recipe in 2015. Definitely a squirrel moment. So let's see. I mean, the back of it says ales filled with resinous, humulus, and purus lupulus.
That's the scientific term for hops.
Okay, thank you, Drew. I apparently I don't know that, and I probably should have. And I probably pronounced the shit. The bashed out
You
the
nailed it.
shit
You
out of
nailed
it.
it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know my Latin too well.
Trivia question.
We're far few between. Not so today. Terms are lupulin.
Lupulin. Yes.
I did it great.
Nailed it.
Did it right. Nailed it. Great. And IBU, well-established craft beer. The double IPA has always been crafted to celebrate the facets of hops and its beauty and poetry, its boldness and might. Anyway, it goes on. So, thank you. Exactly. Where's this? I should put a snoring command. There you go. Anyway, it's a good beer. You should probably drink it if you never had a Ruination 2.0.
And if you've never had any stone beer, go try one.
Yes.
They're all pretty good.
Even better, go to the brewery. Oh yeah, no, I've been to Stone Brewing Company. It is
Their
awesome.
bistro.
Their bistro is beautiful. Yeah, if you ever get out to San Diego, go to Stone.
And I didn't go.
Comic-Con and then go to the bistro.
Sorry, Steve. It is a
I was
beautiful
there for
thing.
a week, and I didn't go to any breweries in San Diego.
You fucked up.
I lost. I so lost.
It's all right. Next time, Steve was out at a conference in I don't remember what conference it was, Steve, but
It was a company sales meeting.
So he was out there, and he was planning he was going to try to get to a brewery and do like a live broadcast.
It's the week before Christmas. I just couldn't do anything.
It just didn't happen. So, but yeah, it's all right. Next time, when you go out there. So it's like this time when I went out for Christmas for Colorado, I didn't get to any brewery at all. I was so pissed. Look, there are like 8 breweries down the street from my in-laws' house, and I couldn't get to one of them. Next time I'm renting a car, I'm not gonna go. Hey, Rich, my father-in-law, can I borrow your car? No, that would
Let me go to a brewery.
I gotta go to a brewery. Hooray! Happy Christmas to you. Yeah,
Peace out. I'm gone.
That would not have went over well. So
come on.
So tonight for my tonight for my backup beer, I have this. Now what's inside here is a Dogfish 6 cider. It is a sour cider. It's the first time I'm having it. I had it yesterday at Isaac's, and man, I was like, I'm gonna grab this and bring it home. So
I wasn't even offered a taste of that the other day, so they're special.
Slithers into chat and passes out from the beer smell. Maybe, quite possibly, Yeah. And what's up, Solar?